Hello people, this is Ryder here at the page through of aespa's 5th mini album, Whiplash. Just like what we did with Armageddon, we will be splitting up the versions. So for this one, we will be covering the Ning Ning and Beat versions. No. We will be covering the Ning Ning and group versions of the Beat version and the Speed versions. However, as you can see from here, the Speed version has an additional, the Speed version has an additional version, as we will also be taking a look at the Barnes & Noble exclusive, because I've had this one basically since release. When was that? October 20th. I don't know what happened. But the camera has done that before. Yeah, October 25th. So I did a short on this and such. And for the next one, we will be I know it doesn't make sense, but it's just generally because I think the big dumb one, I think I'm gonna actually talk about over more, and then I'll cover another thing in that one. But yeah, so there's a reason why I'm covering these two together. We won't get into it now as they slip down. Just let me put these on top and such. Because the thing with these two is that I actually did not want to have to get two versions, just because I did kind of, I did kind of somewhat look into the details. Why is this from the seller? Most likely. But yeah, basically, I don't know if I should spoil it, but it's in a bag. I don't know. I think it's actually kind of weird that Barnes & Nobles isn't holding this version. Like, they're barely holding versions of Whiplash, unless I'm dumb. But my Barnes & Nobles only is holding that one Speed version, their exclusive Speed version, while they're still trying to sell off their dramas and Armageddons and such. So this is just for you to see the tag and such, because while realistically I would like to keep this tag on, you can't do that. You have to break the seal somehow. It's just like weirdos. Okay, I'm just gonna keep it like that, actually, because you can just, yeah, okay, there. I thought I was actually gonna have to take it off completely, but I mean, this is probably the most convenient bag version we've gotten. It's definitely weird, but alright, we'll just leave that. And then we'll try not to spoil anything, because I need to identify the card. Okay, so this is at the end. Alright, so let's page through this. Maybe, actually, we might have to stand up. So obviously I have to apologize for just how this is gonna look, especially with the new cloth setup. But yep, printed with soy ink. It's unforgettable. I'm not saying that in a mocking manner. Oh my, wow, what a way to open. This is a really interesting. Okay, so this is like really like, I feel like I've not had a photo book in a while that has used this type of like glossy paper. Let me get the new book smell. Yeah, okay, that's interesting. There's Winter. There's Ning. You get what I mean. Oh. Okay, then there's Karina. Oops. I'm trying to look at the actual photo book, but not at the viewfinder. So. Okay, there's Giselle. So, like, I feel like my thoughts on this album are kind of, or this comeback as a whole could be considered controversial. This is definitely a really interesting layout for a picture. I just wish it was better executed. These glossy pages are really interesting. But if I had to summarize it, I personally did feel like this comeback was unnecessary. This is a solid group picture though. But like, it's literally, I feel, oh, Whiplash is powered by Unbeatable Beat and Unstoppable Speed. Alright. Okay, wait. So we're back to normal paper? Why were the first few pages glossy then? Alright. Yep, there's Winter, alright. Oh my gosh, this is one of... But I feel like this comeback was unnecessary just because, like, we already had an album, and like, in May, and I was kind of satisfied with that already. And typically, I think it's just kind of weird when you, like, to follow up an album with another mini album with no... Because, like, I would have been fine with it if it was, like, a repackage. But the fact that this is just an entire new concept as a whole is just... I don't know. That just doesn't really sit right with me. But at the same time, though, it's like, it shouldn't have had to take aespa 4 years to get an album and such. There's Pink Cell. And then, like, Winter's look here, I'm so on and off about it, because, like, I'm either, like, heck yeah with it, or I'm like, I don't get it personally. We're on page 54 already. Because, like, here, like, this is really stellar, honestly. Like, wow. But, like, I don't know. Some of the other pictures, I'm like, I don't know. I don't really see what people are seeing, but, like, I apologize. But, yeah, and Karina, I keep forgetting Karina's hair is, like, slightly dyed. It's, like, so, it's not noticeable. Like, you can notice here, well, you're not gonna notice here because, obviously, like, poor lighting, but, like, you can notice from the edges, like, oh, she did slightly dye her hair. But then at the same time, you have to keep in mind, like, oh, right, these are all extensions, because I think she still has a wolf cut. So... But then, like, honestly, though, like, Giselle in pink is, like, such the highlight. But I feel like here, like, in this photo shoot, the pink isn't as, like, the pink really looks subdued, because you can tell it's still, like, some aspects of it are, like, still blonde and such. There's Winter again. See, I feel like Ning Ning's... All of these pictures of Ning Ning, I feel like they've been at the same place. I feel like she's not really moved. I don't know, my thoughts on, like, a lot of Ning Ning's, like, looks in this album are kind of weird, just because it's, like, I kind of actually grown to, like, most of her looks. that were not these pictures. And Karina never. Like, this is only a concept only outfit for Karina, which is, I think, kind of weird. They always tend to do that. Like, again, this is actually a pretty good picture too. But I don't know, like, I can't really say I feel like this album was unnecessary when obviously I have it here, and the fact that I have still yet to actually hear this album in full. But yeah, so like, because we were originally told that this concept was gonna be like, oh, this is gonna be like Fast and Furious esque and such. So like, we're basically told like, oh, so it's basically gonna be the two baddies of aespa. But they instead went with. I mean, I think personally, I think I kind of do prefer this direction they went with and such, even if I can't summarize it myself, because that's how much I did not really focus. I did not gear into this comeback. I don't know, like, I know this is kind of dumb of me to say, but I think with me, with these pictures, I think the only thing that's kind of like throwing me off is just the black lipstick. Like, it does fit what they're wearing, but like, I don't know, it's just it just doesn't really I don't know how to word it properly, but like it just doesn't do it for me. And I hope you understand what I mean, how like I feel like Ning Ning's pictures are like basically the two seam like positions. I felt like everyone else has at least like moved or has like moved, and there's like some variations, but I feel like that's not really the case with Ning Ning's. Yeah, and then there's another group shot. This. I'm confused about this. Like, how is she supposed to move her arm if, like, yes, this allows her to bend it, but then, like, there's no point in bending it if it's just gonna bump into her forearm. Because, like, this part here allows it to bend. Yeah, and then, like, same with this. So, like, these two parts here allow her to bend her arm. I do like the Whiplash earring, though. Like, that's at least neat. Okay, this is what do you how the lyrics are. Isn't this how we got the lyrics of this to leak out? um, Whiplash as a song, I think it like I mean as a song, like I do think the song is like it's fine. I'm glad that it's not trying to like. I'm glad it's not trying to trample over like the like. It's not trying to like be like oh like we gotta like top ourselves with like what we've done with Supernova and Armageddon. Like I like that it's just like it's just trying to be its own thing, and like that's what I at least appreciate about the song. But it's definitely not one of the greatest. But I think it's definitely it's more for me personally. It's more tolerable than Drama because it's not trying to like be so grandiose, but like at the same time, it's like there's better songs. This is Kill It. Oh, the titles are here. I have not. I've only have heard this song through Superstar SM. And then for the rest of these, I have not. I don't know how they sound. Flight's Not Feelings. I'm gonna have to assume this is the R&B track of the album. Like, it's going to be so annoying for people that have actually listened to this, or like me when I actually get around to editing this. I'm just like, wow, I'm so wrong here. Pink Hoodie. This song is. I don't know anything about it. I've not heard it. But I don't get why it's under 2 minutes and 30 seconds. That is kind of non excusable, personally. Especially because I did a. Like, obviously, I did a noun on duration just for the. Because of Got 7. But I forgot to actually look at the original titles. Which I think for the most part. Yeah, these have mostly been the same. It's 6 songs, right? Flowers. This is the ballad of the album, I assume. My sister, because like my sister would tell me about like what she'll feel about the albums, because she actually listens to the albums, unlike me. And then like I think like because like she tells me like I think I only have plans on like I would only have plans on like doing like one uh she would like tell me like oh yeah I only like plan on like doing like one song out of this album if I have to, but like other than that no. Just Another Girl, honestly I don't know how to describe it. Oh right. That's the original title for that one. They actually had to censor it. Wow. But I don't know. It just reminds me of like that one a post I saw or tweet I've seen. But I'm gonna the way okay if I had to guess what this song is like how this song's gonna sound because I don't know how you describe it. It basically the closest thing I can think of currently is SNSD 17 from Forever One. I feel like that's what Just Another Girl is because I feel like that's the kind of like sound I'm getting out of that. Like with like especially with like if you go on the beat of like keep on being 17 kind of thing. You get what I mean. um yeah, so there's the credits. Also again, this does they did the thing where they did in drama where like obviously all the budget and such for like all the comeback budget obviously went all in on the first comeback for the year. And then for this one, it's like they don't really do as much. So it's just like that's why I feel like promotion wise it's just like, oh okay, it's literally the same thing like drama but less. There's still what? Wait, do they actually have to credit the SMCU because of the usage of the eyes? Because remember them? What the heck? So okay, I'm getting what this is, but I was just confused. Like, why is it credited here? But yeah, that was pretty simple. I'll try to remember. I'll try to. That's the bad way of phrasing it. I'll try to muster up more reasons as to why I felt like this comeback was unnecessary. I don't know. I'll probably. Where? Oh. I was like, where did the conclusions go? But I mean, I did. I mean, mentally, I like. Oh my gosh, it's one of these. Like, I'll tell myself as to why, just to like, um, rehearse for Kwanya verse 3, but like, whenever I have to actually get ready to say it, I then forget. Karina or Giselle, who would it be? Oh, it's a group one. Oh, I mean, again, like, we have to keep up with the gimmick of, like, plastering. I thought those were finger or nail clippers. Look, Giselle has the solar morpher. But this is a oddly wide poster, but it's a really neat poster, nevertheless. And then we have to... Is this... Are they going to make me rip this? Because it doesn't seem like how they... This does not seem as friendly like how it was in Queendom. We're gonna try? No, this is not working now. Because technically, like, what we can do is, like, just slowly... Just do that. I don't know. I feel like I just feel like ripping it. Because it's... Okay, we got it. So you just have to be patient about it. That's, like, my biggest thing. You just have to be really patient with this stuff and try to preserve it as much as possible. Okay. We'll put it like this so then we don't spoil. Okay, so photo card's down there. I guess this is where the eyes are. Oh. See, how come we never get... Look, this is a different posture. But I guess it's just postcards of each one. Yeah, there are the eyes. I don't know, I don't feel like their inclusions were necessary. Like, I mean, like, it was kind of neat, but, like... I don't know, they were just basically modified versions of these outfits they're wearing and such. And it's also kind of weird that how half of these are, like, new pictures and half of them are not. Like, like, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like the reason they're bringing back the eyes in here are just more of like, hey, look, we brought them back, guys! Like, and not, like, obviously, they're not going to do anything with the lore anymore. But, like, it was just, like, I don't know, it was just more like, ooh, we brought them back! I don't know who could this be, because, like, I think I only know about Winter or Ning Nings. But, like, we need to also get down to who do I think is going to be who do we think we're going to get for this comeback? If the last two were... Drama was Winter and Ning Ning. Armageddon was Karina and Giselle. So, let's go with a mix of Giselle and Winter. Karina. Watch this album be cards I've not seen. That has to be a change. That's a variation at least, because I've only have seen Winter and I've seen everyone's cards except for Karina's. So that's funny. This is gonna be, I don't know, because I'm like, honestly, I just want to leave it like this, just because I'm being lazy. See, oh my gosh, I probably should have charged the battery. But I mean, it just went out like, I don't know, let's be quick. Alright, this is the group version. I don't think there is... I feel like I don't know, I feel like I probably should have checked. Because you don't want to rip it. I mean... Oh my god. I'm sorry. So, the only way I was able to get Ning Ning's version of this was by getting this bundle version, or like a lot. that came with the group version. And like typically, like yeah, I would have been like a-okay with this, but it's just like I'm at the point where I'm actually trying to like cut down what exactly I pick up for these, because obviously this is just not really acceptable. But it's just literally because like I'm trying to cut down on like really necessarily trying to get like every version I want to try to pick up for this, because again, it's like, as you can see literally right here, it's just the same thing. So but I didn't really have a choice for here. So like realistically, I probably should have just gone for the group version. And I don't even think there's a oh, okay, I guess there is a difference. So I got the other poster. Okay. Unless this is, again, only exclusive to this group version, but I don't think that's the case with these. Oh my god. I feel like could it be possible I get like Karina and Winter in here, and then I get like Giselle, Ning Ning, and then probably one loose Winter. Oops. Okay, yeah, so the postcards are the exact same. So the photo card is stuck, so this will be Winter. Oh my gosh. Is this watch this? Watch Whiplash be like, oh, he's just literally gonna get whoever he guessed. But like, yeah, these are literally all the same inclusions. So basically, it's just poster and photo card that are different. Let me charge the battery. I'm dumb. I forgot to literally show off the cover. That's the whole point. Okay, now I'll charge the battery. You know that photo card trend that happened like on Johnny's birthday? You're surprised I mentioned it, right? I am too. Anyways, so yeah, we will be covering these one by one. I can't put it on top of the Gokai Cellular. It's gonna topple over. So we will cover the Ning Ning version first of the Speed version. See, what made me feel dumb about getting all of these, I'll spoil this right away, is that all the backs are the exact same. So it's just like, what the heck am I doing? Like, this was genuinely the one album I'm like, yeah, my sister has like the right to like eviscerate me about getting these because I'm like, why did I do this to myself? Jeez. Because I mean, honestly, it was just more of like, oh, I need to fill up a body box. But then at the same time, I was like, oh shoot, wait, I should have probably actually prioritized all of this stuff too. I will open it like this because I feel like I can't actually. Yeah, okay, it's one of those where I can't actually pull these off. Okay, so I'll just put that to the side. So, again, this is, I think it's a weird decision that they just decided to only do. I mean, I guess it's neat that they're bringing back these versions of the Digipacks. Even though I think I got the name for the Savage one wrong. I think that was called the... Why did I have to do that? Yep, so there's just Whiplash. I mean, I guess this is pretty interesting of an inside, of the look in the inside. but admittedly, it is kind of plain. It seems stuffed. What the heck? Let's not spoil anything because I would rather see that for myself, and I'm not gonna be surprised if it's the same. All these are the one singular photo book. All right, so we start off with Ning Ning right away, just like oh shoot, these might be different. Let me stack the photo cards so I'm not toppling over Winter. Yeah, this is starting off with Ning Ning right away, but I feel like... Are these different? Personally, I actually like the organization here better, but... Yeah, wait, is this... Are the photo books different? Come on, Winter, jump scare me. Someone jump scare me. Like... Okay, yeah, there's Giselle. I'm not gonna be surprised if basically each member is assigned to a song. I wasn't jump scared. Well, wait. What the heck was that? Yeah, what? What the heck was that? That was... Okay. Like, I don't mind the fact that they had to put Winter in blondes, no. Put Winter in wigs, just because obviously she was still blonde. And, like, I think obviously they shot this before... Well, they clearly shot this before Karina or Giselle dyed their hair. I was going to say something dumb, but... I feel like this concept is alright. Not particularly my favorite, but I think it's... It kind of reminds me of... Well, I wouldn't necessarily say it reminds me of drama, but... That is pretty interesting. Like, what do they do with her nail here? That's pretty interesting. Oh yeah, it's over here too. So they threaded like a bead through her fingernail. And then, that is interesting. Okay, I'm just looking at the credits here. Okay, so the photo books here are individualized. I appreciate that at least, because I think it's kind of... Okay, then the last one has to be Karina then. I thought it was kind of ridiculous the speed version didn't do that, but like... Because I think with like these smaller versions... Or, this is technically not small, but... Honestly though, I'm honestly impressed that they managed to have... They managed to push out this much pictures for each member. Yeah, honestly, I kind of like the formatting here. I think that's why I really like the lyrics here. The formatting, I think, is a lot more tolerable. But those blue contacts look really nice. Wow. I'm actually surprised. Okay, I don't feel too bad now with actually owning... I actually don't feel too bad about having this, because it's at least different. The poster... let me pocket away the photo card. Where's the... Okay. Okay, so the poster for this one... Oh, jeez. I thought I ripped it. It's just this picture. This is... Ooh, we got stickers. Again, like, I think the stickers that are like specific towards the concept are really cool. It would have been cool if they actually allowed you to take off the number. But I mean, I guess you have to do that yourself. But yeah, this is actually really solid. I actually do like all... I think I like, for the sake of this album, all the songs are in the same font. So that's pretty neat. I had to charge the battery again? What the heck? And then the postcards. I think, are these all Ning Ning oriented? Yeah, because, like, where were these pictures? Are these, okay, I guess these are exclusive to here. Yeah, okay. Again, this is a really nice illusion. And then we end off with a group one. I've been forgetting to show off the backs of the postcards for the last few. Oh yeah, well, I mean, no, we did get a postcard, but it wasn't like they're not randomized. That's why I'm like, I mean, personally, I think it's kind of dumb I'm including photo postcards in the poll videos or in the poll compilations when, like, they're guaranteed. So, but I don't know who could this be, because I said it was either going to be between Giselle, Ning Ning, and Winter. This is Ning Ning, right? Yeah, okay. So we put Ning Ning's card in her album, or in her version, which is pretty neat. Giselle, you're next up. I don't know how this was packed, because honestly I feel like this was kind of the messiest way that this was packed together, but oh well. Oh, whoops, that was the wrong version. Alright, we got the group version, so that means we will actually have a different photo book. But I feel like the photo book might be the same. We gotta keep all these plastics because the stickers are placed at different positions. Okay. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do, but okay, so maybe we actually have to spend a lot more time on these ones, because the discs are the same. Okay, so I will assume, let's pull the photo card out. Obviously, we could probably get a duplicate, but I mean, I tend to not be that unlucky, but yeah, so I feel like the song placements are the same for the members, but it's just the arrangement of the members. Yeah, because here's Giselle getting blocked off by glare accessory. Yeah, okay, then we got Karina and Winter. I don't get what she's wearing. Yeah, okay. They actually laid this out smartly. Even though it's kind of weird, but yeah, okay, that's actually pretty creative. They gotta have that one picture of Winter. I feel like they have to. Slash? Huh. Okay, this isn't it. That I'd never seen this one. Oh. Like, I don't know why that threw me off. What is this? Why do I have a dent in here? But okay. No, come on. Why did the battery have to die now? Almost got toppled over by the valve rusher. Okay, then I did need to keep it up like this. Oh, I'll definitely leave the... I'll let the camera rust, definitely. Wait, does everyone have blue contacts in this? No? Is it half and half? This is a really nice picture. Yeah, and there's that one. Okay, so we're not gonna get that one picture of Winter, because you probably have to get hers. Does Giselle have this kind of picture? I don't think so. Yeah, okay, so we don't have that smiling Winter. That's actually kind of unfortunate. Okay, so Giselle has that, but like she doesn't have like, because Karina has two. Yeah, what the heck? Yeah, Giselle doesn't have one. I don't know what the poster would be. I feel like it's gonna be the same. Yeah, the poster's the same for all of these. And then same with the sticker sheet. It's just going to be the postcards that are going to be different. Because they're all going to be group oriented. So there is the group Ning Ning. Oh, they're at least all vertical. Winter, Giselle. What the heck? Oh. I just noticed the white balance coming back and I was like, whoa. And Karina. Alright, so the photo card is Giselle. Woohoo! We predicted it. Wow, we did it. We had an aespa album where we pulled everyone. Wow, out of all albums, it had to be the one that I guess in a way did not care the most for, which is a bad way of kind of positioning it. Did I even show? No. Okay. Like again, like obviously after having this is like, yeah, of course, like I have to cover this album. Honestly, like I'm not gonna ignore it. But I don't know. It's just now because it would have been funny if my oldest sister, actually did get me the one other spare Whiplash album that was there. But obviously, I've shared the story before in the Cosmic photo book page throughs. But like my oldest sister was either gonna get me this or Cosmic, but she kind of figured that I preferred Red Velvet. And she was going to get me a Midnight Sun, but then my niece picked up the hotel for me and such. So I'm not really expecting. Oh, okay. There is a difference already. Okay, so they just put the inclusions. Yeah, I probably did not need to get the Korean version of the group version. What a weird. Oh my gosh. What a weird place to put them. Yeah, it's the same thing. I already spoiled my photo card. It's kind of what I assumed it was gonna be, but What the heck? the sticker's cheaper. What the heck? That's no longer shiny. Oh, that's so depressing. The poster is going to be the same, isn't it? Oh, it's actually different. Okay. Maybe this was the other one. Or unless this one's exclusive. But I mean, for the most part, these tend to be two variants. So I at least got a different... I mean, I got... The postcards are obviously guaranteed, so they're not going to be... they're not going to be randomized, but the photo card will be because it's exclusive. And just to no one's surprise, it's Giselle. That's a cheeky message. I'm still kind of like upset that Walmart no longer stocks aespa. I really wanted to get the licorice photo cards. But yeah, I generally do want to end it here because I need to have the batteries charge up. But honestly, this is probably one of the better aespa page throughs we've done. Even though it's personally of something that I wasn't too looking forward to. Obviously, whoops, I switched that around, but I felt like obviously it was more just like I'll get this album out of obligation just for Kwanya verse 3, but like poll wise, this is actually pretty interesting. This is the first for me and such, especially because all of this was bought through, most of it, obviously all of it besides Barnes & Noble's, was bought through Mercari Japan. So, wow. This definitely subverted my expectations of just, well, okay, technically, ironically, I got them through their shipping pairs, which was not my intention. It's because it's February 11th. It's the weekend of Valentine's Day. Did I ever continue my statement on the SM30th album? I feel like I was starting to talk about it, and then I stopped. Is that... Okay, that can't be an actual barcode. But, again, I find it weird that you can't even get these versions, at least. They're Barnes & Noble. Unless, again, my area just sucks. I understand not having these and such. And also, again, this album is weird about the fact that... Why is... It's so rough, but... Technically, this album, just like Cosmic, only has 3 versions. But also like Cosmic, there is also an additional version for this album, to which we will cover the latter two in the one after this one. Again, just let me charge the battery and then I had to sit down and cover these two. So that'll have to do with this page through. Stay tuned. This is Ryder, and I'll leave you people. Bye.